'Twas the Fright Before Christmas by Judy Sierra. And this is a continuation of our fun Halloween book of The House That Drac Built. Our same characters. All right, here we go. 'Twas the Fright Before Christmas. Not the night, but the fright. 'Twas the Fright Before Christmas by Judy Sierra, illustrated by Will Hildenbrand. "'Twas a midwinter eve at the old haunted house. Not a creature was stirring. Well, maybe a mouse. The dragon had fallen asleep on the stair. The manticore snoozed in his favorite chair. In a pot by the fireplace, the fiend's stew was steaming. Beside it, the bat dangled upside down, dreaming. Bat hung upside down like our stockings there in the mantle. Familiar characters. The werewolf snored softly, his eyes tightly closed, while upon the divan the old zombie dozed. The cat cuddled up in a ball on her lap, and the mummy was wrapped for a long winter's nap. Christmas list there. Suddenly, the werewolf awoke and he howled, "Aroo! Someone mangled my tail and I want to know who. I suspect, my dear manticore, that it was you." "It couldn't be my fault," the manticore wailed. "The cat scratched my nose, that's why I bit your tail. You'd bite something too if it happened to you." "It wasn't my fault," mewed the terrified cat. "The zombie was squeezing me, squashing me flat." "You'd scratch something too if it happened to you." "My fault, not remotely," the zombie declared. "That flip-flapping bat flew right into my hair." "You'd squeeze something too if it happened to you." "It wasn't my fault," protested the bat. "The fiend flung his spoon and it hit me, kersplat." "You'd flip and flap too if it happened to you." "I had nothing to do with it," grumbled the fiend. "The mummy jumped into my ghastly cuisine." "You'd fling something too if it happened to you." "How could it be my fault?" the mummy inquired. "The dragon's hot sneeze set my wrappings on fire." "You'd jump into a stew if it happened to you." "It wasn't my fault," the dragon roared out. "Something furry was scurrying inside my snout. I know you'd sneeze too if it happened to you." "Little mouse," growled the werewolf, "it had to be you." "You tickled the dragon's nose, it's true, and made him sneeze a spark. Kerchoo!" The little mouse was ejected, and ooh, there's our spark. It landed on the mummy's shoe. The mummy plunged into the stew. The fiend was splashed with ghastly goo. He flung the bat. Away she flew. And must the zombie's new hairdo. She squeezed the cat, who jumped onto the manticore and made him chew my tail, and so I howled, "Aroo!" Now what would you do if it happened to you? Oh, please, squeaked the mouse. I'm so frightfully sorry. Allow me to read you a sweet bedtime story. Not sweet, shrieked the bat. Make it gruesome and gory. Familiar book, The House That Drac Built. The mouse served them cocoa with marshmallow sauce. Top it off, yipped the werewolf, with mildew and moss. We have all our friends happily sipping their cocoa. And the mouse reading them their story. When their tummies were full and the story was done, when the snoring and dreaming once more had begun, the mouse tucked them in and turned off the light. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Twas the Fright before Christmas. And I hope you all have a nice holiday break and Christmas holiday, if that's what you celebrate.